Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. Hi. Hello. Vale? We haven't heard you say anything yet. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm Vale. Hello. I'm a desktop user because I don't have VR equipment, and that's a purchase I can't do yet. I'm a volunteer EMT with my volunteer department in North Carolina, and that's where I'll stop from there.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Your presence is well appreciated.
Your presence is well appreciated for this inauguration of this soon-to-come podcast.
Yes. Well, let me tell you a little bit more about myself. My name is Vinarang. I currently work as an IT analyst for a healthcare clinic. Right now, we are currently expanding into more areas in New York City, and we are actually currently hiring. If you're interested, please reach out to me, and I may refer you a job. That's all for now. How about you, Octasia? What do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a reside here in Madison, Wisconsin. I am currently a commercial billing specialist for TDS, which is a telecommunications company. When I'm not doing that, I am doing things such as PC gaming. I host board gaming at our place here every week. I am also a hobbyist voice actor. I love philosophy and things of that nature, and just generally hang out with my friends, so.
That's valid. And how about you, Kanari?
Well, I might be the only one in the group who doesn't live in the US. So I live in New Zealand. I'm a third-year software engineering student. What do I do in my free time? VR chat, pretty much. I pretty much only live to do VR chat stuff, do assignment stuff, and that's about it. Nothing much to say. Nice to meet you guys.
All right.
And last but not
You
least,
missed
isn't it, the
someone.
co-host? You know?
Right.
The legendary co-host, Kiwi.
Oh, can you move up a little bit more? Hold on. Yeah.
Of course,
There you
yeah. Of course I can.
Hold on.
I'll take all the space I need. All the space I need. All the attention. of
Please,
everything.
please do.
Hi, hello. I'm Sequential Shot, most likely known by my username, or Kiwi for the more intimates. I am currently, well, paling in comparison to all of these sweet people, I am currently unemployed for health reasons. Otherwise, I am 1 year into electrical engineering studies and 1 year and a half into computer science, specialty networking. I'm planning on finishing that after this year. Otherwise, things that I do regularly are, of course, PC gaming, like pretty much a lot of us here. Otherwise, there's, well, you know, the regular video watching and stuff like that, things that aren't productive, etc. But there's also this part of myself that plays around a lot in VR chat and has been my most blooming part of myself for this year, which is my 3D art career that has been happening for like the biggest part of a year and a half. I've been growing slowly and been making a pretty penny out of it, and just kind of, I was gonna say getting away with it, but that just makes it sound so bad. I more mean so like, hey, look, I can do it. You know, it's pleasant. It's pleasant. Little artistry, little creativity, something that I kind of always dreamed of. And while seeing that slowly kind of come to life is something that's, you know, pleasant. But otherwise, there isn't much to talk about. There isn't much more to talk about me. I love speaking, like you can see right now. I'm completely going on a full-on tangent. Otherwise, I have, if we're not talking about only my, you know, hobbies, there we go, I've remembered the word. if we're talking more about myself, personality-wise, I am someone that's defined as extremely curious and incredibly, at least incredibly caring, or I give a shit, maybe too much. Otherwise, I've also been, diagnosed with ADHD. I've gotten for the health reasons, currently the reason why I'm not employed, anxiety and depression, which I'm going into treatment for, which is going also pretty well, which, yay, pleasant. Otherwise, I am someone that loves to dive into psychology, just like most of us over here, and studying certain effects and certain links between, the curiosities of the mind and just our general universe. So that's pretty much it.
Bravo. Nice. Oh, I also have another friend that's actually joining us. Let's respawn and let's go meet him, alright? He's probably wondering where we are. Respawn.
Absolutely. Let's take a look.
We'll be right back.
I'll be right back. Let me just change this.
Change the pin on it.
Yep.
Ooh, wait.
Phantom. Alright.
Come on.
Hello.
I'm holding.
It's either
Oh, no.
here or
Alright.
upstairs that I was thinking of.
Phantom.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little
Yeah.
bit about yourself?
Because the thing is that
yourself.
upstairs we can get like the pick
Well.
frame with the middle of the two couches, and then we can speak from the couches.
Son of a fuck, I
It
am
really
quite a bit
really feels
crazy.
like
Right now,
a comfortable, regular.
when I'm
your
tired,
homies would talk there
I'm very
spot.
chill. Catch me in the middle of the day, and I'm crazy as fuck. Right now, it's just like, what the fuck? I feel like something keeps brushing up against my leg. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here!
Cable.
That's my fucking dog. Fucking red-nosed pit bull, 90 pounds. Likes to smash my balls. Because that's how she is. It's not a good feeling, man. Just have this pit bull.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah. Get that.
Dogs. Anyway, continue. Tell the world about yourself. The world is yours.
Last time somebody told me that, they ended up kicking me out of class. Ouch. Alright, so. I don't know what else to say, man. It's just like, I'm just me. I'm Phantom. Either I'm here or I'm not. I have a very short attention span. That's quite a problem I have.
Ghost. Phantoms are not ghosts,
I'm
though.
quite sad.
Mm.
What?
Phantoms are
Huh?
not ghosts, though. They're not ghosts.
Listen, I played enough.
Is that a
Technical to
subject for
understand
today?
different- Uh-oh.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Turn into a
Yes.
subject?
Ghosts?
Phantoms are not
I just
ghosts.
No, it isn't. Come on, I'm not prepared.
Well,
I'm not prepared for
I
this.
just. Oh dear.
I'm not prepared for a debate that I don't believe in already.
You don't believe in the occult? Is that a fucking crocodile? Are we in Australia?
Is that a crocodile?
It is a crocodile. Wait, no, is it an alligator? It's a crocodile. It's not an alligator. It's a
What's the
crocodile.
difference between an alligator and a crocodile?
The snout.
Thinner, longer snout.
Really? You.
Resuming back to the subject that was at hand a few minutes earlier about the whole socialization in VR and stuff like that, a little bit of a personal anecdote of some kinds is that me personally, my experience in the difference between virtual reality and actual social interaction. Oh, give me a second. I'm kind of tilting now a little bit. Alright, my difference between real and virtual socialization is kind of clear because as much as I've done it like for 2 years and I'm kind of satisfied with it, more so recently I've been kind of feeling that need for an actual face-to-face present interaction. But the biggest thing with my virtual side, I would say, is the biggest advantage, or at least the biggest positive that I see in there, is that I don't feel, since there's that whole, lack of presence, lack of threat, all the lack of physical threat or danger, I can kind of just trust people more easily and kind of just be more relaxed and a little bit more like myself and let my opinions, go and be heard.
Nobody knows your name on VRChat.
Nobody knows
Nobody knows your
real
name.
face.
Nobody can.
Or these.
Nobody
It's like a
can.
mask.
Nobody can punch you because you said a political opinion on VRChat.
Yep.
That's
You're-
kind of the biggest fucking advantage that I see about socializing in there.
Yeah.
So
'cause-
if there's one thing that VR has really done, is give people the opportunity to do certain things that they couldn't otherwise. And I've noticed this especially with Virality and other online conventions. Most people can't, I wouldn't say most, but some people can't attend these conventions for various reasons. Could be expense reason, could be location reason, could be social anxiety reasons. I feel a number of things that would normally keep a person
Welcome
from
back,
going
Kanari.
to these gatherings. Yeah, welcome back.
Hi. I'm sorry, we had technical issues.
like,
Doesn't tend to
No,
happen.
no problem.
Doesn't tend to happen in real
I
life.
can agree with that right there.
What's
He
that?
makes a very valid point.
Like, during all this,
Uh-huh.
if you're going to
When you're chatting
convention,
with
you're
someone in
going
real
with.
life, you don't. Sorry, you don't usually
You don't
time out.
stop working,
Yeah, you don't just
You don't
collapse.
stop
Well, I mean,
working.
you'd hope not to, at least. And you also don't drift. You don't just slide across the chair sometimes.
I mean, sometimes you slide across the chair, but usually it's not accidental. It's kind of a smooth move,
Uh-huh.
Get closer
I
to that one.
mean, it's
It's
intentional.
Mhm.
Yeah. In VR, sometimes it's not. Oh god.
A real
Sorry,
nice
I didn't mean to
dynamic
interrupt.
Between VR and real life is
You're absolutely fine.
the,
Jesus.
a real nice dynamic that I like between VR and real life is that both give you the ability to express yourself in a manner physically and visually. I'm able to express how I want people to view me with my avatar here in VR chat. This is how I feel like I should represent. In real life, I have a different way of doing that. I have my mannerisms on how I dressed, how I address people, the things that I do out in the real world. There's a lot of influence from I'm able to separate my internet self from my interactions in the real world. That's just something I'm able to do. So.
Yeah, some people have pretty, I would say, polarizing aspects of themselves, depending on if they're real life or not. But then there's people like me that's just pretty much what you see is what you get. Like, literally, if you interact with me in real life, it's the same exact as it is online. There's literally no difference.
Right. That's
But really,
valid.
it's, that's a one way is better or worse than the other. It's just that's how I choose to convey myself, so.
But to rephrase that, I don't mean necessarily from the expression, from the personality perspective. I mean more from the how
The
person
physical
looks.
aspect.
Right, the physical aspect of that person. Because no one's gonna look at an avatar. No one's gonna look at a VR avatar and immediately go, "Well, I don't want to interact with that person. Look at their avatar." Everyone
Ah.
thinks
That's
In
debatable.
some cases, yes.
That's debatable.
That's debatable. I have some moments where that happened.
Like,
for people who take the idea of taking a persona on the internet, that's them. That's their face.
Yeah. It just feels more genuine, more personal, more representative of oneself. Well, one's own sense of identity in some kind of way, Like, how furries, we kind of wish we would be these things, It's something that really helps with getting that boost of confidence that some people need for interaction.
I spend $2,000
Phantom.
on
Damn, we going straight for violence. Yeah.
that
I'll
was a
click on VR
gunshot.
chat. on VR, I'm talking about VR chat this time, but on VR,
I'm not paying for
you
that.
almost go straight to the communities that you're targeting. So, like for
Yeah.
us, you know, we found furries, and you already have this connection. You already know these people are my people. You know, they probably have the same interest groups. You don't really have that in real life. You're kind of stuck with the friends you have in your geological location. You can't just head off to where the people
Right,
you want
right.
to be are. But on VR, you can.
Like, I was really hoping that would meet another furry that speaks the common language of Cantonese, and here I am. I'm talking to this fine gentleman here who speaks Cantonese.
Exactly.
你好嘛？
Over 10,000 kilometers away. Like,
I'll bullshit dog on you.
佢都唔明白我哋講乜嘢，我哋而家噏乜嘢，佢又唔會明白
Most
㗎。
likely.
Kahit talaga kahit walang piyo, talaga talaga.
This is an English only stream, thank you.
This is an English only stream.
This is English on the screen. We apologize for the inconvenience. Oh, hello! I got another follower. Thank you so
We will go
much.
ahead and
They like the Cantonese. Thank you, thank you.
係啊，佢
Remember
咩
in
啊
the？ Spanish.
你覺得佢係咪都係
And
講
the
廣東話
Spanish.？
係啊，佢哋嗰度講西班牙話。
Ay, ni Judy na
maybe.
nanggas ka ma.
Okay, we're getting off track.
Okay, okay, yeah. Let's
Coming
return.
back to the track. Personal thingy about myself, like how he said that you can meet people that have the same interests over at long distances. Over here where I live, Canada, everyone's fucking spaced out because everything's mountains and stuff like that. There's barely any people, and the second largest country that there is in the world has about what I think 8. No, not 8 million. It's not. It's like 40 or something like that. I don't
Wait,
remember.
wait,
I'll
really?
check it up again. Holy shit.
Wait, is Canada really
Yeah,
the
no,
second largest
no.
country in the world?
Second or third, really close to U.S. Like they're incredibly close. I think it's like a difference of if you count water, U.S. wins. If you count land, only land, Canada wins.
Wow. I didn't know
It's kind
that.
of weird,
I see.
but
I actually didn't know
Well, I
that.
count as US
But also-
choice, I would count the water.
in all
Yeah,
simplicity,
full of lakes.
being a furry myself and kind of having that thing about myself that if someone's not really a furry to me, it doesn't really matter, but it does really help with socialization. It's super hard to find myself someone I can actually interact with and actually be interested and invested into. Because we're not gonna lie, you can't really keep interacting with someone you aren't invested into, you know. All true
think
and open
fine.
honesty.
I think finding a friend group that share your common interests kind of unlocks a part of you. Like, you don't have to keep that part hidden or keep that, or don't talk about it. Silence it because maybe they're not into it. You can fully express yourself. You can go down the avenues that you want to and not really have to think, oh, is this person even interested in this? Like, for example, if you're joining a group if you're really interested in chess or something and you go to your friends who don't really care about it and you really want to talk about it, you can't because they'll just ignore you probably, or they won't show any interest.
Or they'll
and
just let the conversation,
run
just kind
dry,
of
pretty
stonewall.
much.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
won't-
yeah.
Yeah, it will just stall.
It's
Or
sort
just
of
say, oh, cool, and then move on to their own subjects.
yeah, it's sort of similar to how like
Cool story, bro.
cool story, bro. Anyway, but yeah, also another thing too, like avatars, right? Like, Rexiums are debatably the most popular furry avatar right now, as of 2021 in VR chat.
Yeah,
People tend to feel more comfortable around people that look like them. Does that make sense? It's
Yes.
I don't know. In real life, maybe VR chat.
It's
not really.
Debatable.
it's a
in real
natural
life.
bias.
Yeah.
It's kind of a natural bias towards it. There's just this natural selection that happens in your brain. It's kind of subconscious that just says like someone has that similarity, that familiar feeling, you usually tend to go towards them. That's also why sometimes people end up, well, a lot of the time they end up kind of, how to say, look into or get into a relationship with someone that is similar to their parents.
Mhm.
Ouch.
Probably an alternate universe somewhere where
Yeah.
we're all doing this conversation with Diwali models.
But this
And
is
you're
why
like
you
only
also
Rex
see,
in here.
like, that's why you also see like on VRChat, people with similar models tend to hang out together, like the otters and stuff like that, the
Right.
Yeah, of course.
That's why we got like
Like
Rexilians
it's just this
meets.
natural process of hey, like it just kind of attracts like in a way.
Like attracts
Um,
like in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Great
you're into
mind.
IT?
I always find it
I'm into
amusing when
IT
I
too.
do.
Mhm.
I always find it amusing when I go into like a place where there's like a bunch of those otters or like the more shorter stout thing. I feel like I'm like what is it?
Squish.
You're at a place.
Dorothy with the munchkins just surrounding us. Like, what is this? What's happening?
You can't really hear him that well because you're so damn tall.
Would you say that you feel a little bit like the outcast?
A little bit.
Hey,
A little bit, but I can solve the
Maybe
problem
funny
just
Oh.
by
It's very marketable.
Changing
I like
those.
that.
I hang out with
Still
quite a lot of
the
artists,
yes.
and the only real problem I see with that is having to look down the whole time. And also, they kind of at crotch height, so it's a
Honestly,
little bit
it's-
sus.
It's
They're
better
crotchety.
to be straight ahead or down at someone all the time than to look up at them all the time. Because
crotch height.
I think synths are naturally
just
very
looking at-
tall. Synths are
looking at
naturally
that.
very tall. Are they?
They're
Poor
of
guy.
all shapes and
Thank God he's
sizes.
on desktop.
There's construction synths. There's cleaning synths. There's all sorts of synths. So there is not a generic exact. There is probably an average somewhere for practicality purposes, but you can't really exactly fit them in a straight-up box. I mean, heck, some artists really represent. For example, a good example of that is twice the same word and the same phrase. Some artists actually drew that. Well, I
Oh,
think the
thank you
original
for the
artist
follow.
that made the sense. The original artist that made the synth actually drew what they call a construction synth. They're way much taller. They're more muscular, so they can deliver larger charges. There you go. That's a word that works. It's all about practicality on their rules.
Right. Give me 1 second. Let me check my chat. Isn't there like a sort of like a add-on that I can have where I can check the chat in my hand? What's that called?
there
Yeah,
are
there's,
Yes.
I've seen it on other
Yeah.
streamers where like they turn their hand over and then you get like this whole screen of like who's that?
I got it going right now. It's OVR advanced. OVR Toolkit has a way to do it.
Oh, okay. I gotta set that up. Growing pains.
I can help you with that.
Growing pains. But for now, let me manually
Pains, of
check
course,
the.
yeah.
Let me manually check the chat. Hold on.
You need to
Please
hire
stand by.
someone who'll just read your chat out to
It
you.
was just
That's what you
Phantom.
need
I
to
mean,
do.
I'm just right here, just looking at it right now. Nobody's chatting.
Also, I do have an Oculus window just pinned and up to the side to actually see both the stream and the chat at the same time.
Right.
Venerang, since I am the desktop user with dual monitor bullshit,
We have 5 viewers.
Actually see both the stream and the chat at the same time.
Right. Ooh.
Venerang, since I am
5
the
viewers, 6
desktop
participants. Let's try and.
You
time
know
it.
what? Since
We have
it's
5
time,
viewers.
since we've got all these viewers and it's the peak of our popularity. Here's the joke of today.
5 viewers, 6 participants.
That's pretty awesome.
I'm sorry, what? Where's the punchline?
Nah, it's just
There is no punchline. It's just men.
Men.
Just facts. Just pure
Man.
facts.
Men.
Men.
And then
Men.
Men
What's the
are.
punchline?
rhymes can never be.
Men are. Okay. Right. They're okay.
Men are alright.
Why are you saying this?
They alright.
They're alright. They're alright.
You alright.
What are you talking about?
They alright.
feel like everybody here's a god. Wait a fucking minute.
Unknown.
No,
Thank
wait
you.
a minute.
Thank you for dropping by. Hello. Do you have any further suggestions for us? Any other topics that you'd like for us to discuss?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Give us the good
I was
shit.
kind of slowly coming down to
Descended to
coming down
chaos.
to a close nearby. I think. Yeah, it's almost been an hour. Surprisingly, time kind of really flew.
Well,
Time
we were
does
doing a lot
fly.
of
It's kind of logical. This.
boxing around earlier.
We
So.
spent about
Yeah.
8 minutes
Yeah.
looking for some place
Yeah.
to sit down.
Time flies
said,
and you look for a
lots of
And
place to
present-
sit.
and presenting ourselves too. Don't forget
Yes.
about that.
Right, right.
From which I probably took 6 minutes.
Ooh,
Fun
I was gonna say, by presenting ourselves, you mean presenting you, and then the rest of us just kind of adding like our own side dish to the meal.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
He's very interesting. I think he's the
roast
most
of
interesting person.
sequential.
He's the most interesting person
Everyone just
here.
added sad dishes and I'm just here dropping the whole fucking buffet.
I'm just here.
We can.
I'm just transparent one, brother.
I can.
The buffet. The
The buffet.
I don't fucking know. I speak French usually, alright? Oh no, not usually. Actually, I speak more English than French. Surprisingly.
Gendarmerie Nationale.
The fuck you say to me?
Just said the gendarmerie.
Je ne sais quoi.
GIGN.
Je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, no, this is
Je ne comprends pas.
Yeah, no, I don't understand.
Yo, I've known.
GIGN.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Gendarmerie
GIGN.
Nationale. GIGN.
That doesn't sound like French.
No, because I'm from California,
I
bro.
think you're too American.
Love got to do?
Yeah, I think
God,
I'm
you're
from
too
dude.
American.
California. Fucking surfer kid. What do you expect?
copyright.
Hey, it's
Copyright.
copyright. Stop it.
Oh, oops.
It's against US.
We're not allowed to sing.
Dame dane.
Dame,
You get one
dame.
bonk.
Dame,
well,
yo.
yeah.
Dame, no, no, yo.
Isn't that one TOS too?
No, I don't think so.
Just think about it. Just think about it. The thing is, it's not going to be out of terms of service because guess what? We're adding a transformative. It's a cover. It's a transformative work of art done towards the original, with a constructive aspect to it.
It's
I
still
have no
fun to
idea.
make fun.
You're using big words.
You sound so
making a fucking
corporate.
remix, and we're getting away with it.
You sound so
What the-
corporate. That's what corporate people do.
Yes,
Where did this come
yes.
from? Let me just
I can be extremely corporate if I wish.
I bet sequential would work an office job.
Why do I believe
Definitely.
that?
Definitely. I know I'm able to be a good leader. I've
He's
done
gonna-
so before.
He's gonna be the
In a lot of few
CEO.
projects.
He's gonna be a CEO of a software
You're gonna
engineering
have to hire us all.
company. Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Maybe
He doesn't
someday.
even know how to code.
I know how to
Actually,
code.
you know
Don't
what,
even
that's
try
funny.
me.
Because no. I guarantee you, most CEOs of companies that make programs and software do not know how to code.
That's the difference where a good CEO is. They know how to actually distribute distribute their workload. That's the big difference. If you know what your job is, at least in general, you can distribute your workload more efficiently and be a better CEO for that.
It's
Only
so
20,
sad
let's watch
that Steve Jobs died of liver.
Let me check. Oh, we have 5 viewers currently. There was 6 earlier, actually.
Yeah, one of them beers do be 2020 though.
2020. What do
It
you
might
mean
have
by
been
that?
me. I was intermittently looking at the stream.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me check.
Yeah.
Who is
I'm gonna
2020?
give you a
Intimately.
call if you don't-
Intermittently.
Huh?
Words.
There's a lot of bots on Twitch, by the way.
Oh.
I gave you a follow. You don't need to.
So,
Oh, thank you.
thank you anyways.
Uh,
Via
Thanks for that follow. We really appreciate it. Super awesome of you.
A topic.
Um,
Thoughts on VTubers? Since you're gonna be one, what do you think?
Who? Who's gonna be one?
VTubers.
Ooh.
Oh boy,
Vinny.
VTubers. I think
Maybe we should
VTubers.
save that.
I think we should save
Although-
that,
well,
honestly,
well, no,
though.
you know what?
We have been going on for an hour now, though.
Fair enough.
We
Or
did
you could
fu-
give your
we did
brief
kind of
opinion on
fumble a
that and see
lot.
how that changed.
We kind of did fumble a lot at the start of it, but we could give a brief opinion of it and then discuss it later, bringing it back to the topic for next stream.
I think VTubers are sort of like an extension to what you said earlier about how like we're able to express ourselves more freely
Express ourselves.
because we sort of like have this like mask that we're wearing when we're socializing. It's sort of like a an ideal self, and when we're our ideal self, we're more confident, and we're also more true out to ourselves. So that way, let's say maybe you have a controversial opinion or a way that you want to act that may be suppressed from you in real life. It may be better expressed when you're wearing the mask as a VTuber. I don't know, like for example, I also watch a few VTubers such as War for Gaming. A really big one in the furry community would be Minikane. Minikane, he invested.
Dingo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Shoutouts to Whiskey Dingo.
Whiskey Dingo. I haven't
Whiskey
watched that
Dingo?
one.
Mm-hmm.
Minikane is really invested in his VTubing career because like he also has like a facial and eye tracker too. That's another thing too that's like kind of like missing when you're socializing in VR chat. You're missing like the facial and the eye contact.
The proper full expression of one's emotions. Yes, that is something that you kind of lack a lot.
Cause I'm gonna be transparent. I'm pretty monotone whenever I communicate. I express myself more through like my body language and my facial expressions. Yeah. So that is one aspect that VTubers kind of miss out on, unless if you like do like extreme facial expressions. Cause I don't know if you guys know
Like
about.
Hololive?
I'm sorry.
Like Hololive and all those, and the way they can freaking do the 2D models, 3D models, and have all those freaking eye tracking and all that, where like it's just this big setup right here in front of them. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Right.
Don't people use Face Rig for that? I think that one tracks pretty well.
They have
Face-
that. They also have a couple like other ones. And
Face
they
Rig's
also have, like,
I
this,
think
Another one that you can also use is VC Face. I think that's another one that people use too when they stream on Twitch. They kind of like have their like VR chat avatar,
VC-Face,
and then it's like they have like a gaming chair in the back and things like that. I'm planning on setting that up too when I stream games. Yeah, whenever I do feel like playing games.
yeah, but games are boring, aren't they?
Games are so
Um,
boring.
I know, right?
You're so bad at video games.
Video.
Real quick difference between VC Face and like, you know, Face Rig and everything. Because hi, I'm a technical guy. I do 3D things. Ooh, Face Rig. It's extremely complex to get set up and getting a model to work for it, but it has more accurate tracking and more believable expression. While VC Face is extremely easy to set up and it's free in comparison to Face Rig.
That's true. That's true.
Face Rig is more professional. VC Face is, you know, a little bit more
There's just a
casual.
gap.
Amateur.
Yes.
I definitely need to talk to you later, then, Sequential.
Yes, indeed,
About VC Face.
indeed, brother.
Oh boy, I don't even know jack shit about VC Face. I have to look into it myself. I'll have to learn.
So do I, brother. So do I.
I mean, at least since I know about Unity and like basic model shit, I can probably get away with some stuff.
like not making a whole avatar just for one. You just cut off right off by the torso.
Right. And like even VC Face, you only kind of like see like a very stiff upper torso version of your avatar. Again, like whenever I talk, I also use my hands a lot. I don't know if you notice. Yeah.
You'd be surprised. Oh, no, actually, keep going. I'll tell you afterwards.
I mean, all right. What time is it?
Oh, are you gonna tell me that like you can actually use your hands in VC Face? Is that what you're gonna say?
Yes.
Really?
That is actually what I was about to say. Yes, there is a specific thing. I don't remember what it's called. I know a friend of mine, Kate, actually uses one of those to use his hands on stream. I have to talk to him about it to remember what the name is. But it's Leap Motion Trackers. Leap Motion. It's a Leap Motion Tracker. It's like this little weird small black bar that you just put on your desk or somewhere that is specialized in tracking your hands. A little bit how the Oculus Quest can do it. The Leap Motion also does it this similar way. And
Alright.
VC Face can take that input.
Got it. Well noted.
All right, I just might.
Let me check the chat
Yeah.
real quick. Oh.
I'm gonna go chill now. It's like we've been
So
You're gonna head off?
we've
For like
been
10
doing
minutes.
this in an hour.
probably
Yeah, we're pretty much done with stream, I suppose. Then it's
Okay.
it's been the hour.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So
Alright,
so
let's
to
wrap
ra-
it up.
so to wrap it up,
Any-
how do you guys feel about this so far? How do you guys feel?
I feel pretty optimistic. I feel like the conversation went pretty well, albeit I was pretty stressed out on thinking about it. It is.
Yeah, we're just here having a
It seems like
conversation.
there's-
It's not make it anything more serious than it is. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
think this is a great start to things. It'd be really interesting to see how this unfolds as we go through future episodes, tweak our little rough edges, polish off that gem, make it shine and bright, and hopefully you folks out there will find some entertainment in that and also provide us your own feedback on what you think we could do better and go from there. So,
Oh yeah. Feedback and suggestions are
Topics.
always welcome. Thank you. And what about you?
Definitely,
Yeah.
even if it's harsh, extremely critical, constructive criticism, we welcome it.
Be extra mean to Vinny. He'll love it.
Oh yes. I love it when
Yeah,
people
he's
are mean to
masochistic.
me.
possible.
He's masochistic.
He's
He's masochistic.
Mhm.
And Vale, how do you
I
feel?
think the most masochist in here is me because I still learned Blender.
Ooh.
Okay, you don't need to flex on us. You don't need to flex on us.
No, it's not a flex. It's a proof of my absolute degeneracy and lack of suffering.
Vale?
Weird flicks, but okay.
Well,
We're flex, but alright.
Vale?
I feel as though that
Mhm.
there will always be room for improvement. And this is going to be a unique experience. This is the first time I've done anything concerning podcasts. I don't personally listen to podcasts or do any of that kind of stuff. So just even participating is just a big step in that direction.
Right.
It's actually the same for me. Like, I usually don't listen to podcasts or anything like that. This is my first time doing something of this nature. And just based on how it's presented and stuff like that, I'm like, you know what? This could be a lot of fun. It'd be interesting to see where it goes. So, yeah, I definitely look forward to more. And I'm sure a lot of you do too.
All right. There we have it,
Yeah.
folks. All right. This concludes our pilot episode, and we look forward to hearing back from you another time. We will have a schedule set up depending on our consensus and availability. Yeah.
Are you declaring that we are sponsored by VR Chat?
Until next time. Yeah, he's our sponsor.